the two approaches that are being put forward are, well, my approach goes back to 25 years ago, where I realized that if you put every word that you put in every word in the input document, you could put it into the output document twice or even 3 times. And you put it in typeset form, and you put references to it saying where it is in the document as a special just before the word, and you might go on to repeat that information at the end afterwards in case the word gets hyphenated. So the one thing is that a rich DVI is approximately all the instructions you need to create a tagged PDF. That's my definition of a rich DVI. It's like a fruit cake. You know, you've got the normal cake ingredients, and then you've got tags thrown into it, so that from that you can actually undo the sausage machine and get the source document back out of the DVI. I once did that with images, that in an image, in a GIF, a PNG, there are extra fields. You could define your own fields, and I was putting the text source of a piece of mathematics into that piece of mathematics, and then somebody who had the right software could actually open that image and edit it because the rabbit was already in the hat. My approach is to pre-process the source file to get that information into the DVI, and then to use a post-processor on the DVI to produce the accessible PDF. And the LaTeX team's approach is to do everything using LaTeX and have LaTeX give the instructions to the PDF, to the DVI file. So in LaTeX, you're writing commands that go into the PDF file in the same way as when you include a graphic, you write the commands that ask the graphic to be included. And this is quite a big decision. It will affect things for at least 30 years. And even though I'm very unlikely to be alive in 30 years' time, I'll be nearly 100 at that point, even though I'm very unlikely to be alive then, it's something I care a great deal about. And it's something I cared a great deal about 25 years ago when I wrote my article on value-added DVI, I can't remember the title, DVI files and WYSIWYG tech. So that's the sort of technical side of things, and there's a big decision going on about how you do things. And rather than lay into the discussion, which is a bit unfair as nobody from the LaTeX side is here to represent their views, I'm going to switch very quickly to Jonathan Godfrey, and then I'll open the floor for comments and contributions. So Jonathan says, the solution that will win is the one that minimizes alteration to common practice by users. But I assume by that, provided it produces an accessible PDF, we can always guarantee that users don't have to change anything because they're already doing things. But to get that accessible, the closer the users are to their present experience to create the accessible PDF, that's the one which will succeed. And to go to something that Sean said before we started recording, in an academic setting, Microsoft Word seems to do fairly well, I'm told, or I've read, in producing accessible PDFs, at least if you use it intelligently. So it may very well be that Microsoft Word will win if tech can't sort it out. On the other hand, if tech can sort it out, then there's an opportunity for us. So I've explained, I hope, in plain terms, the technical decisions involved, although not their implications. And I hope you'll believe me that it's a big decision for the tech community which way to go. And it's not as important as whether England remain in the European Union or not, but it's a big decision. It's not as big as an American presidential election by any means, but proportional to our organization, it's a big decision. And Jonathan Godfrey's comment, the solution that will win is the one that minimizes alteration to common practice by users. So at that point, I will at last stop and invite comments.